Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Yoruus speaking and welcome to the introduction spoiler video for multiplayer game number 48. In this video, I will make a short introduction of the players, of the settings, and then I will do a short summary of the game. So if you do not want to know how the game ended or went, then stop watching after the initial introduction of settings and go to the second position of the playlist where the actual game starts. This time I'm playing a 6-player no quitters free for all game. No Quitters is a Steam group that gathers people who just want to play Civ and don't waste time with people that quit on them. So if you want to have cool multiplayer games, just check out the link. Check the group profile, read the rules, join the chat, and get some cool games. You can find the link in the About section of my channel, or just catch me on Steam, as most of you just do. So this time it's going to be a Pangea, small size, quick speed, ancient era, usual stuff, strategic balance, if I believe correctly, or I could be a tiny little bit wrong, obviously. And in this game we've got Rain Scare, NQ Bowler, NQ Prosperous, Destrogan, and NQ JK Coker. I rolled Ottomans, and now NQ Bowler rolled India, NQ Prosperous rolled Arabia, oh my goodness, Destrogan rolled Persia, NQ J Coker Indonesia, and Rainscare England. So cool players, very strong players, and amazingly strong civilization. Like Arabia, Persia, England, India, late game civilization, total madness. Persia, golden ages and extra happiness from banks. And well, basically, if I would bet, even NQJK is a great civ, has great civ if he will find some islands and will be able to use that unique ability. So Ottomans honestly looks the worst. The only good thing in here is Janissaries and fleet maintenance, but those are like mediocre things. Mediocre things at best. So one more time, spoiler alert, if you do not want to know how the game went, stop watching right now and go to the second position of the playlist where the actual game starts. Okay, so my starting location looked not that great. There is fish, yes, there is a bit of desert, but in all honesty, nothing too special. Though I'm in the mood for going away from tradition opening, I was really hoping for a Liberty start, but again, after initial exploring, well, the map just says no. No, you will not go Liberty. The only way you can have a chance in this game is to go with tradition. So I switched from Liberty, I got the hammers, but I switched back to tradition and got 3 cities and desperately looking for a 4th city spot. But my prayers has been answered. Hello, Great Barrier Reef. Of course it's far away, of course it's on the other side of the coast, and of course it's close to India, but hey, you just take what you can get, right? Of course, India had an absolutely different opinion about me settling in here, so he decided to do something about this and attack my 4th city, and in all honesty, it looked pretty darn scary. Thankfully, I managed to defend. But that slowed me down enormously. I had a huge time with minus gold, and even after the war I was still minus gold, and in the meantime Arabia and Prosperous just scooted away almost to space. I'm like, he was in such a good shape. Excellent hammer advantage, excellent science advantage. Not mentioning crop yield, population, he was just an absolute number one, using the time of peace while I was fighting with India, and he had just a little bit of peace. He really scooted away and was on great way to just get camel archers and ruffle stomp. Yes, ruffle stomp everyone around. NQ, JK, tried to do something about it. He was hoping to catch him off guard before camel archers with his attack. Sadly, it didn't work well. I was trying to send at least a little bit of help, but like I was so far away. When my only horses got there, it was basically over. Of course, I did sacrifice them, try to pillage something, but the attack overall just failed. But I was not giving up hope. I managed to sneak in a terracotta army that was miraculously not built. So I got some extra units that I intended to use to at least do some economical damage. At least some economical damage to NQ Prosperous, and well, just keep him busy. Of course, the attack had almost no chances to succeed, but at least, I don't know, maybe I did just a tiny little bit damage, pillage a tiny little bit of lands, get some extra gold, but of course, every single unit died. Oh, well, one good thing, he put it as citadel close to Baghdad. I don't know, maybe he was thinking I have like tripled the army that I actually used. But as I said, the only intention of this attack was to buy just a little bit time, so he was still thinking like, oh, I need to focus on army after all, because I'll have to worry about the war on 4 fronts. So overall, this operation was successful, like in 90% I would say. Finally, the true damage has been done. I managed to get some frigates, and I managed to finally take Baghdad down. That went from hands to hands throughout the rest of the game. I still was trying to pillage as much land close to Damascus as possible, while he was busy fighting with England and India. JK was like biting just a little bit, but never using his army to the full potential. And I think that he missed a chance somewhere around those turns. He had a couple of crossbows there. We had a city-state alliance. Well, he could just throw all those units in here and probably deal a little bit more damage, but hey, what's done, it's done. But I managed to get Baghdad, and that slowed NQ Prosperous just a tiny little bit. Of course, he retook Baghdad, but I was trying to use that time to build up at least a little bit to catch up, at least in production, because I knew this game will not be done with science. And on top of that, after my initial taking of Baghdad, JK made peace, India made peace, England made peace, so basically I was now all alone against NQ Prosperous, so I knew I had to back up and try to catch up at least a little bit to tech to actually have a stand a little chance against him. I was trying to still bite at least tiny little bit, so he will not feel too much safe. So I did manage to take back that, save Sidon for a second, and push him back a little bit, so he will still be like worried about me actually doing damage. And this one little ossify. Well, he definitely paid for himself. This guy has no pillage cost, so he pillaged quite a lot of land around Mecca. In the meantime, I was preparing my my secret plan. Hello, Janissaries. With autocracy, I was able to get full-time promoted. Well, full-time thanks to, of course, Alhambra. If I believe correctly, I had Alhambra in my city. So I was able to get full-time promoted Janissaries. Hello, Blitz Janissaries. So I was really hoping to build as much as possible of them and upgrade them later on to infantry. So the attack has commenced. Thanks to just a little bit of time that I had to catch up and take some tribute action, I put it out a quite nice infantry, well, Janissary upgraded infantry army with triple full-time promoted units and started to attack NQ Prosperous. Attack has been successful. I managed to take Damascus. I was starting to chip off on his capital, Baghdad, and the city-state that he actually did take. So NQ Prosperous did GG, and after a little bit of talk, of course, other players did concede as well. Well, the only player that had a chance to do something was England, but I think with my greatly promoted units plus the how it's called, production advantage right now, plus Mecca in my possession, I should be able to slow him down, or at least get him down fast enough, because before he would manage to do anything else. So probably conceding was a wise choice from other players. Anyways, it was a pretty cool game. Again, as usually in free-for-all, diplomacy is like 80% of success. NQ Prosperous had amazingly strong Petra, Hanging Gardens capital plus pretty nice cities, and he used them tremendously to get a huge tech advantage, huge production advantage, and just threaten everyone around. But in this game, the threat has been identified quickly, and people decide to slow him down. Of course, after a while, they made peace, but this was just more than enough damage to allow me this time to get the kill. But this is how free-for-alls work. There's like the diplomacy changes so often. This is what's so cool. I mean, like, I know winning is the key in free-for-all, but I think the road, how Indian saying says, the road to the victory or to the loss, just the pure game, is what makes me what makes me happy, and it's what's cool for me. So all the road, all the diplomacy, and trying to do the best, like, you know, make alliances and all the good stuff for some goal, is the cool part of playing those multiplayer games. So again, thank you very much for the game, everyone. GG was an awesome game, and thank you for watching, and I invite you to watch the actual game. So best wishes, Yoruus out.